Kelvin Burt not going to be left behind in the traffic like Steve Soper was. And he's thinking about a pass, sells in the dummy and goes down the inside in the right-hander. Kelvin Burt comes out ahead of Joe Winkelhock. And back marker traffic, he's still there. Here it is again. Through on the inside goes Kelvin Burt. Well, everything they said about that Toyota being precise and agile seems to have come true there, because in a gap that scarcely looked big enough for a BMW, Kelvin Burt squeezed the Toyota through, almost as if it shrank an inch either side in width when he breathed in, and now he's in the lead. 5 laps down, 7 to go, and Winkelhock slaps the barrier. Joe Winkelhock trying hard to stay with the Toyota, slaps the barrier. Now, will that have done any damage? Kelvin Burt was anxious to pull away. Winkelhock wanted to stay with him, and quite clearly the Toyota's got an edge on top speed, and Winkelhock goes deep, and Lisboa runs wide, rejoins in third place, and quite clearly that has done some damage. Quite clearly he has got a problem, as Kelvin Burt now starts to smoke the traffic in the Winkelhock fashion. There is that moment where the BMW ran wide and rejoined, and this is where it all went wrong. Just taps the barrier there. You can see the plastic coming off the back, and if that's upset the geometry, then really Winkelhock is in big trouble. We were only saying in race 1 that the slightest, and there he is, he's out. Winkelhock gets out of the car. The slightest maladjustment in the geometry and setup really makes these things drive like the proverbial pig. Winkelhock knows that Macau is no place to risk it with a car that's handling as if you're driving on ice. And he parks it, and it all goes wrong still. 35 spinning into picture, Ricky Moe. He's already done that once, judging by the tape on the back end. Macau's not just about cars, it's about motorcycles too, and if it's tricky for the car drivers, it is close to being dangerous for the men on 2 wheels. The Armco and concrete which lines this circuit is totally unforgiving. Get it wrong, as this man does in the Superbike race, and there is no room for error. Incredibly, in this first of 2 accidents, nobody was seriously injured, which is pretty close to being a miracle in view of what happened. But if you're looking for miracles, then look again. Here's the replay. Just slides wide on the dust. The man behind follows him as well. Given a choice about brakes or trying to change direction, he dropped it and avoided. But the man behind that could not avoid the spinning motorcycle in the middle of the track, and he's launched into the air. The rest of the pack threads their way through. Everybody gets up and walks away. Miracle number 1. Nobody hurt there, although an awful lot of expensive damage done. Miracle number 2 occurs here, further round. 1 man down, and the bike in the middle of the track is now a major obstacle. There should be a red flag waving here, because the riders coming round the corner simply can't see it. The wave jello isn't enough. That's got to stop the race. 2nd man down, 3rd man involved. Still nobody hurt. Still no serious injuries. Everybody up and walking away. And incredibly, the rest of the field managing to thread their way around. And finally, the red flag comes out and puts a stop to it.